Welcome everyone to our conversation, where we explore today's material on daily routines in English. We're unpacking a session that guides learners through the basics of talking about their day, from waking up to bedtime.
Absolutely. This is such an engaging topic. It's amazing how simple verbs like wake up, get up, take a shower can build the foundation for everyday
Yeah.
conversation.
Right, and the way the session is structured, it starts with the morning routine. They take it step by step, first waking up, getting out of bed, then getting ready by taking a shower and getting dressed. It's like, they really emphasize repetition. Repeat after me. I wake up, I get up, to build confidence.
Yeah, that repetition is key. It makes the structure super accessible for learners. And I love how it even offers alternative phrasing, like saying, I have breakfast, or I eat breakfast. This gives flexibility, which is so important when learning a language.
Exactly. And then, moving into the daytime routine, the content shifts focus to work or school. It's interesting because it not only teaches basic verbs like go to work or go to school, but also introduces actions like work and study, which are core activities in many people's lives.
Yeah, it's practical. But, one thing that caught my attention was how they incorporate the idea of having a break for lunch. Like, I have lunch, and then sometimes I drink coffee. That moment of pause is really relatable, right?
Absolutely. It's almost as if they're saying, hey, we all need that coffee break to recharge. It demystifies the idea that learning English is just about strict grammar drills.
True. And then the session smoothly transitions into the evening and night routines. It covers actions like finishing work, going home, relaxing by watching TV or listening to music, having dinner, and finally, going to bed. It paints a full picture of a day.
Right. It really gives learners a comprehensive palette of everyday actions to talk about. And what's interesting is the emphasis on building full sentences. It's not just a list of verbs. It's about how you connect them using words like and, then, and time indicators.
I love that part because it's like putting puzzle pieces together. They even provide examples such as, first I wake up and get dressed. Then I have breakfast and go to work. This really shows how to naturally string your thoughts.
Yes, and the evening example is just as valuable. After work, I go home and have dinner. Then I watch TV and read a book before I go to bed. It's almost like a mini narrative of your day. It's like, life in a sentence.
Exactly. And it's also interactive. The hosts, Leo and Sarah, invite their listeners to actively participate. They ask questions like, what do you do in the morning? Which encourages you to think about your own routine in English.
That interactive aspect is brilliant because it shifts from passive listening to active participation. It makes the lesson feel like a conversation rather than a lecture.
Yeah, though I do wonder, sometimes for a learner, repeating the same phrases multiple times might feel a bit too rigid. I mean, wouldn't it be nice if there were a bit more variety in practice sentences?
That's a fair point. It might help to see variations of, I wake up with different adjectives or time phrases. But then again, the focus here is building confidence and fluency with simple core sentences before adding complexity.
True. Starting simple definitely fosters a strong base. I think the repetition prepares them for more complex conversation later on.
Right. And then there's the homework portion. It's really practical. Writing 5 sentences about your own routine. That's a fantastic way to put theory into practice.
Yes. Homework is a great follow-up because when you write out your routine, you're not just memorizing phrases. You're creating a personal language map of your day. It's like building your own conversation script.
Exactly. And it ties back to the overall goal that Leo and Sarah have, to build your English confidence one day at a time. Focusing on daily routines is so relatable and useful.
Right. It's like you're learning English in context, not in isolation. And context brings meaning. Plus, getting comfortable with everyday vocabulary is a huge step in becoming fluent.
Definitely. Let's also appreciate how they segment the lesson into parts. Morning routine verbs, daytime routine verbs, evening and night routine verbs, and finally constructing full sentences. It's methodical, really structured.
Yeah, this layered approach is smart. It builds up from isolated words to complete sentences. It's like learning the ingredients before cooking a meal.
Exactly. It's like having the recipe written out step by step so you know exactly what to do. And the pauses they incorporate, it gives learners time to process information.
Right. The short pauses are great for reinforcing the material. It encourages the listener to repeat and internalize each action verb, making the learning process more active.
Now, another notable element is the friendly banter between the hosts. Their dialogue is not just instructional, but it also manages to be warm and encouraging. It invites you to join in.
Absolutely. That kind of warmth really motivates you to participate rather than just passively listen. And their genuine enthusiasm is infectious. Sometimes, you can almost hear the excitement in their voices.
Right, and that enthusiasm is key in language learning. When you're excited about what you're learning, it becomes easier to remember and use it in real life.
Yep, that's spot on. Although, I sometimes wonder if the session might benefit from incorporating even more interactive elements, like a short role play or a mini quiz. It could add another layer of engagement.
That's an interesting point. While the current format is great for introducing phrases, an interactive role play could enhance retention. However, it might also complicate the straightforward approach they've adopted.
True, it's definitely a balancing act between simplicity and engagement. But overall, the practical examples and the clear layout of the lesson really serve their purpose.
For sure. The session is a great tool for those starting their English journey. It makes the common topic of daily routines accessible for beginners, showing that you don't need fancy vocabulary to communicate effectively.
Yes, it reinforces the idea that the essence of language is about connecting with people through shared experiences, like the simple acts of waking up or having breakfast.
Well said. And by practicing with familiar daily tasks, learners can gradually build up their confidence to discuss more complex topics later on.
Exactly. It's like mastering the basics of driving before hitting the highway, you know?
Right on. And as they say, practice makes perfect. So, whether you're in the morning, afternoon, or night, these foundational sentences serve as building blocks for a broader English conversation.
Indeed. And if you think about it, this method, with clear pauses and repeating phrases, works wonders for language retention. It's like your brain gets a clear roadmap of your day.
Absolutely. And I love how, at the end, they challenge their listeners to write down what they do every day and even comment on their channel. It creates a community, a shared space for learning.
True, that sense of community is so important, especially in language learning. Engaging with others and sharing your progress really boosts motivation.
And remember, folks, it's all about taking small steps every day. Whether you're practicing till you get it right, or even stumbling a bit while you learn, every step counts.
Exactly. Keep practicing. Keep engaging with the material. And over time, you'll see great improvements. The journey of learning a language is built on these everyday moments.
Well, I think we've covered the essence of this daily routine lesson. It's simple, practical, and truly effective in building everyday English confidence.
Absolutely. And I hope everyone listening finds this breakdown as helpful as I did. It's a solid reminder that the foundation of any language begins with the basics, practiced with enthusiasm and persistence.
Right, so keep practicing those verbs, connect those sentences, and remember to enjoy every single step of your English journey.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us in this deep dive. Until next time, keep speaking, keep learning, and have a great day.